Good morning. Good morning. All right, folks. So it's been a long time since I made a video, and a lot of things have changed, which is a good thing. Change is almost always good. Sometimes changes come along that you don't expect, and you go, well, surprise. Anyhow, I think the last time I made a video was several months ago, and so some things have changed. First, I started a running program. I think I might have mentioned that in one of my videos before. So if you've watched one of the videos before, maybe you have heard me talk about that or whatever. It's going swimmingly. I've done several 5Ks, and I started the Couch to 10K program, and I'm on the second to last week of that. So go me. I haven't, I haven't given up on myself, which is kind of my thing. And so that's been really good. And then at Christmas time, I got the most amazing gift of all. And I kind of gave it to myself because I was just really feeling sad about something. So I gave myself and my husband and my family a new gift. So let me show you. Come here. So at Christmas time, I got a new puggy. Hi, this is Rosie. Hi, Rosie. She sees herself. She's like, oh, what's going on there? Oh, and she is just the sweetest thing. She is a cuddle muffin. She loves to be in my lap, and she loves to take naps with me. Yes, you can't see it, but her little tail is going a million miles an hour. So she's now 8 months old and doing pretty well. She's a good girl, but mostly she's super sweet, and she's just been a really delightful addition to our family. Are you ready for a nap? Yeah. Okay. So that changed. And I kind of quit doing my videos. Excuse me. I kind of quit doing my videos just because I got busy with other things. And so that's that. So those are a few things that have changed. Now, I wanted to do a video today because there are several products that I have tried that I want to show to you that I have really enjoyed, like super duper enjoyed. The first came from my Ipsy bag. It came as a sample like this, and it's called Tony Moly's. Right there is the brand. Wow, it's not really focusing at all. My bad. There we go, Tony Moly Peach Punch Sweet Foam Cleanser. And it came in a sample like this. And I'm going to tell you, this stuff is amazing. It smells heavenly. It's like the best peach smelling stuff I've ever had. But this morning, after I took my shower, I've already put on my moisturizer, my handy dandy Oil of Olay moisturizer. Right there. Yeah, see, with SPF 15. You know how I feel about SPF. And I've also put on my Depuff, right? My L'Oreal, what is it called? No, it's Garnier. Oh, my bad. Clearly Brighter Anti-Puff Eye Roller, and it has that little handy dandy eye roller on there. So you rub that on, and it's a cooling gel, and it depuffs your eyes like so. Now mine are still a little bit puffy just because my skin around my eyes is, it's 54-year-old skin. So what are you going to do, right? And the other thing that I've already put on also came in my Ipsy bag for this month. I'm not paid by Ipsy or anybody with these products. I just get them, I try them, and I tell you about them because why not? This is called Laboratories Filorga. Ooh, sounds special. Time Filler. And what it is, it's a wrinkle correction cream. See? An applied wrinkle, or what does it say? Absolute wrinkle correction cream. And what you do is you just put a little bit on, and you put it in your wrinkles that you don't like. Like I have some on my forehead that I don't like so much. And I have a lot around my lips. So let's pull in so we can see the lips. Scary. I'm still working on this. I've been microneedling, which I've talked about before. I will probably talk about it again in the future just to refresh your memory on what that is and what it does and yada yada blah blah blah. So I've already put those things on my face, and I'm going to try a few. I have some new things to show you today. Yay, that's exciting. But I want to talk to you about something real quick. So I've been going to these races, right? And there's some amazing runners out there. Like, it's so inspirational to see them. The last race I went to, there was an age group of 70 plus. So there are women out there, women 70 and older, who are still running. The oldest runner in the race last week was 78. 78 years old, and she's still running 5Ks, and guess what? Her time was better than mine. Now, she's probably been running a long time, but she's 78, and her time for a 3.1 mile race, that's a 5K, was 31 minutes, which means she was running about an 11 mile per minute pace, which is amazing. I mean, at 78, holy mackerel, holy moly, holy Tony moly. It's just amazing. And the winner of the 70 plus, the winner of that age group, she was 76, I think it was, 76, and she ran, and of course her time was way better than mine. Her time was 28 minutes. What in the world? Now, I will tell you, the overall male winner, holy mackerel. This was a kid. I mean, he was 16. He had legs that went on for days. And you were just like looking at his stride. You're like, well, he's going to finish this in about 3 minutes. Well, the kid ran it in 16 minutes. So he was running super fast. That's like a 4 or 5 mile minute. So yikes. So he was doing really, really well. The overall women, she was 27, and her time I think was, I think it was right at 18 minutes or something like that. So she was right behind him. I mean, not far. She was booking it too. And it was funny because the kid was like long and lean and, 16. And she was 27, and she was probably about my height, which is about 5'2". And she was a short, little, stocky woman. She did not have like long, lean legs at all. Her legs were short and squatty, just like mine, and she was booking it. So I was like, that's really kind of inspirational that somebody that is my body type, i.e. short, squatty, short legs, short stride. I mean, my stride is like maybe this long. It's really short because I just don't have any legs. My legs are really short. So she was picking them up and putting them down, so to speak. It's pretty cool. Okay, enough about that. But the reason I brought up the older runners, and there are women, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 plus. Those are the age groups. And I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but I'm saying this to prove a point. There are women that are in their 50s, same age as me. I'm 54. And it is glaringly apparent that they have not worn sunscreen, because there's two things that give them away. First of all, their skin is like brown leather. I mean, and I'm talking brown leather. It does not look pretty. It is not pretty. And they are unbelievably wrinkled. Like my cheeks are not wrinkled. You know, I have labial folds and I have lip lines and I have wrinkles here. But their faces are like lined like this, all the way around. They look really old. And their neck, now I had neck work done, let's not, you know, so I get kind of a pass on this. But their necks were lined straight down like this, all the way around, and very floppy. Now my neck is not like that because I had that neck procedure done, and I'm glad I did it. I won't do it again, but I'm already starting to see that it's the skin is starting to get a little bit wobbly. So I don't know what I'll do about that. Probably nothing. But they haven't used sunscreen and they haven't used moisturizer. So I cannot emphasize to you enough how important, if you want to look good, if you want to look younger than your years, which, you know, whatever is you're comfortable with is fine. I don't want to have a terribly wrinkly face, so I use sunscreen, and I don't want to have sun damage like I had before. But I will tell you this, I've noticed on this side of some that I've tried before and liked, and some that well, obviously I like them because I'm going to put on my face. All right, so let's get to it. This is a sample that came in my Ipsy bag from, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Tarte or Tarte Cosmetics, and it's called Base Tape. And what it is a primer. And primer, it says Hydrating Primer Base. What it is, it's a primer that gets your face ready to accept makeup, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to think about. So what you do is you put it on, and it smooths out the texture of your skin so that your makeup goes on a little bit smoother. I liked this one because it is hydrating, which I just said hydration was the key. So I'm literally putting on that much. Boop. And I'm going to put that on right here, and I'm just going to I'm applying it with my fingers. It's fine to do that, you know. You don't have to be like, you know. But I am going to apply my foundation today with a moistened, dampened sponge, I suppose. So this just goes on like so. It's pretty smooth feeling. It feels very nice, so that's good. And I'm just putting a little bit more. One of the things that, you know, here in Florida, it is already hot. Today's high, are you ready for this? Today's high is 95. 95. So that means any makeup that you put on is pretty much going to melt off if you don't do something about it. And I'm going to show you what to do. The high for Monday, Memorial Day, is going to be 98. So yes, I will be in the pool that day with lots of sunscreen on, because it will be hot and it will be a day for that. Now, the thing I like about this is, yes, it's a primer, and yes, it's moisturizing. It's very lightweight, so it feels nice, but also it smells amazing. It has kind of a little bit of a, like a coconut vanilla smell. So, hey, why not put something nice smelling on your face? Because, you know, sometimes we just like to smell pretty, or I do anyway. All right, so my base, or yes, my primer is on, and so we're just gonna let that soak in for a little bit. So while we're letting it soak in a little bit, I have some more things to tell you. My sister and I, and her wife Lisa, are planning a big adventure for next August, and I'm gonna be talking about this a lot because it's super exciting. So we were talking, she's a full-time RVer. She and Lisa have been on the road for 2 years now, full-time in their RV. It's like a giant bus. It's really nice. And they pull a car behind. Lots of people do it. And so we were talking just about this and that and the other, and I was telling her about, there's a gentleman at my church that is currently hiking the Appalachian Trail. And she was like, oh, that's so cool. I heard about that. I want to do it, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, oh, wow, I did some research, and oh my goodness, it's 2,600 miles. Maybe we better do a warm-up first. And I was like, yeah. So she found a hiking trail that's like a stepping stone hiking experience for the Appalachian called the Superior Hiking Trail. And it goes around, I think it's Lake Superior, hence the name. Just like you kind of go up this way and then you kind of go around the lake like this, and it's 266 miles. And so we decided, I was like, yeah, I want to do it, because I've been dying to do the Appalachian Trail. Like, it's kind of the thing on my list. So I was like, yeah, I'm in, let's do it. So we got all excited about it or whatever, and so we decided that we would plan and prep for a year. So it's actually a little more than a year, so that we could like really get ready for this thing. So next August, I'm hoping, and I'm training for and practicing for, and I'm gonna figure out how to do the Superior Hiking Trail, 266 miles, and we're gonna go in August. We're gonna start on August 1st, and we have planned to do 10 miles a day. So that would put us at 26.5 days, which, you know, that's a long time to be out hiking and camping in a tent and all that stuff. But the way they have it set up, it's like really super duper hiker friendly, especially for people who are not like professional grade, I guess. So we're super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. I keep telling my husband, I'm going hiking and camping for 26 days. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Anyhow, I'll be talking more about that later. All right, so now my base tape, my primer has set pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's still a little bit tacky, but I can manage that. And so now we're going to move on to my foundation. Now the foundation I bought from my Ipsy bag because I just, oh my gosh, this stuff is awesome. It's Tarte again, or Tarte, however you want to say it. I guess it's Tarte. And this is Amazon Clay Full Coverage Foundation But look here. This is the important part. Right there. You know what I'm going to say. SPF 15. So I've got 15 in my moisturizer. This hydration stuff, I don't see the SPF on here. I doubt it has any just because it's a primer. This is also 15, so I'm going to have 30 on my face by the time I'm done. That's a pretty good coverage for the day, you know, for an inside kind of day. I have dampened my sponge. It's actually a little bit dry, but that's okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foundation on. So I start with my fingers, and I'm just going to go like this a little bit. And then I'm going to do this side over here. And this is full coverage, which means it's going to cover everything, hopefully. And the reason I'm using liquid a lot on my face today is for hydration, but also because as we get older, the more powders we use, the older we look. So that's not a good thing. If we're trying to not look as old, using powders is not a thing. So let's go ahead and just kind of blend this in. And you can see it is a full coverage, which is nice. We're just going to blend this in with my dampened sponge. Now, I was using sponges before, and then I had this whole discussion about sponges versus fingers, and I liked fingers better, and I still kind of like fingers better, although I can see the merits of I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids right here. I can see the merits of a sponge just because you tend to touch your face more gently, you know, when you don't push and pull so much, so you're doing more of this business, which is dabbing. You know. All right, let's have a look here. I'm going to get in real close just to show you how this is all blended in now. And it went on really smoothly over that primer, so I'm happy about that. So there we are. There's my forehead. Look at those beautiful lines. See, look. This means I've been thinking a lot. You can tell, right? That's what we'll say anyway. I think I have it pretty blended in there. It's hard for me to see because I don't have my glasses on, but I'm feeling pretty good about this coverage, so yippee-yo. Let me turn the light a little bit, see if that's... Oh, that's a little bit better, actually. Let's do that. Now, I have sunlight coming on this way, and then I have, like, room light coming this way, so that actually might be good because then you can kind of see how your face looks in different lighting, which is kind of important. All right, so I've done my foundation, so let's do some concealer because that's kind of a thing. I was reading recently in a magazine that a professional makeup person said, you know, you really are using too much concealer. And his whole idea was the more you put on, the more that you're going to tend to rub with your sponge or with your finger. So go less, and then that way you can dab less and less damage and pulling on your skin. So we're going to do that today. This is the dark one. So I kind of warmed it up on my hand just a little bit so it's a little bit warm. And I always do like the lines down my nose because, you know, my nose is large and I just like it to look a little thinner, although I'm not really that concerned about it. And then I have the scar over here, but look how well this is healing now. This is a different thing, but this is the scar from my procedure, so it's healing really well. We'll just cover that right up. This is my little imperfection that I have there. And then over here I have these spots, so I'm going to take care of those. And I'm just dabbing on there. And that's all I'm going to do for the darker color. Then the lighter color, I'm going to warm that up on my hand. That just gets it rolling a little bit easier. And I'm just putting a little there, and a little there, and a little bit down my nose to highlight my nose, how thin it is. You know, sometimes, you know, you just got to work with what you're given, and I have been given a wide nose. Oh well. Alright, so now I'm just going to dab in my concealer with my dampened sponge. And this is super hard for me to see how well I've blended it, so I'm going to pull in pretty close here in just a second. let's go ahead and do this down my nose. And go ahead and blend it down with my other concealer. This is really hard for me to see if I'm doing anything at all. I did over here and I did over here. I don't think I did any across the top of my lip, which I'm going to do in just a second. I did some there. I can kind of see that this is not working up in here. So we'll try it. I'll get up there. Anyway. Let me do a little bit of a light color across my lip right here. Just a little bit. That's just to make those lines look a little bit less. A little bit less something, right? And I'll just blend that in. Get right here on my nose a little bit. That looks a little red. Okay, I think I see on this eye where it's not blended up really good. So we'll just do that right there. And I'm being very gentle with my eyes. Now I did the depuffer, but it is allergy season, so my eyes are going to be puffy today. Boo-hoo, cry, cry. All right, so I'm going to pull in close. And I'm going to tilt down a little bit. So you can see that I'm blended. You can see better than me. I'll check it out again in the mirror in just a few minutes. All right, so I have on liquid moisturizer, or liquid lip filler, my depuffer, my base, my foundation, and these are creams, so they're not powder. There's only one place I'm wearing powder today. Yep, that's right. All right, so next I'm going to put on a little eye color, and this is from Cindy Joseph. The label is kind of worn off now, but it was Boom Cosmetics. She's the lady that was an older lady model. I guess I shouldn't say that way. That sounds bad. But anyway, this is the color, and it will work on any skin tone, and that is the truth. I've used it on my light skin daughter, my freckled skin daughter, myself. I can totally see where it would work on olive complexions. It's just a very good neutral, natural color. And the way I'm going to do it today is I'm going to roll it up just a little bit. I'm going to warm it up on my hand just to kind of get it going with the flow, right? So that's the color right there. It's kind of a bronzy, it's almost kind of like a pink bronze. And I'm going to put it just on the top right up here, like this. And this is cream as well. Which you're like, well, wait a second. Cream on your eyelids, how is that going to work out? And then I'm going to just take my finger like so. And I'm dabbing a spot right there. And I'm dabbing a spot right there. And you know what comes next? Use your sponge. And we're going to blend it out. And it's just a really nice little shimmery color. It's pretty neutral. It's not anything fancy. I mean, today's a day where I'm going to be staying home most of the day until church tonight, so I can refresh this later if I want to. And there we have it. It's like a nice shimmery, coppery color. It looks pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's kind of nice. So that's all we're doing for eyes today. And then guess where this came from? My Ipsy bag. This is called Kiss, and I think that says S-M-I-N-K. Smink? Anyway, this is from, and it's called the Everything. So this little product, they say, and I would tend to believe it's true, you can use on your eyes, your cheeks, and your lips if you want to have like a monochromatic look for a day. And it's really cute. This one's called, I can't see the sorry. The color is called, what is it called? I can't even see what it says. So I think it's like a tulip. I think that's right. So it's a pink color. There it is. Pinky color. It's very, I'm trying to get it in different lights so you can see what it's going to look like. And it's really a nice stick cream again, because we're using all creams today. And so when it goes on, and I'm just warming it up on my hand, it is that color right there. It's kind of a nice pink. It's a little bit peachy pink, which is nice. And so I'm going to apply that to my cheeks. I'm going to go like this, and like this, and like this. I'm going to get the apple on my cheek. I'm kind of doing like a triangle because of my face shape. So like that, and like that. And it's kind of nice because it gives a little bit of a shimmery, which is good. You can put this on your lips. I did it on my lips yesterday, and I will say this. I would prefer to put on some Burt's Bees first and then this, because what happens is, because this is pigmented, sometimes the pigments will settle in your lips, especially if you have very lined lips like I do. But, you know, if you put the Burt's Bees on first, it'll go on smoother and it'll stay on smoother. So I would suggest that. I don't have my Burt's Bees in here, or I would do that too. So I put that cream blush on. So now it is time to blend it just a little bit with my sponge, which is now a lot drier than I would like it to be, but it will suffice for now. Okay. Now I have on all of this liquid product, all these cream bases and everything like that. And so now it's like, okay, if you live in Florida like I do, you know, your skin is very warm. It's warm outside, and so this is going to melt away if you don't do something about it. So we're going to do something about it right now before I put on my eyebrows and my mascara, just because I don't feel like that's necessary for this particular product. And so, without further ado, I am going to put on a face makeup setting spray. Now this one is from Milani, and it says make it last, and I chose a matte finish. Now there are different finishes in this stuff. There is a matte finish, there is a shiny finish, and when I put the shiny finish on, I don't know if you could tell from when I didn't have any makeup on, but I am a shiny person. Like I have lots of very healthy oil glands, and they are shiny all the time. So if I put shiny on, it looks crazy. I just look like I have like a shiny face. And while it's good for my personality or whatever, sometimes it's kind of like, it's one of those things where you would look at a person and you would go, wow, she's like really shiny. So that's not exactly the attention that I want to get. Like, oh, she's really shiny. You know, I want different attention. So this is a matte finish that I'm going to use today. And so you always shake your product, especially these sprays. Shake it before you apply it, because it's just going to help mix whatever needs to be mixed in there. And what's going to happen, you can see I'm pretty shiny right now. Like I got a lot of shine going on because of all the products that are creams and liquids and whatnot. So we're going to shake that up. And then what you'll do is you'll take the cap off, and I'm going to spray, like they say, in a zigzag pattern. I tend to use the circle pattern. I don't think it matters. What matters is you're getting the product on your face. So you shake it up, and here's this, it's a little spray bottle. I don't know why I had to show you that, but and then I'm going to back up a little bit so I can kind of get, you're supposed to be like 8 to 10 inches away, which is about like that. And you simply close your eyes and your mouth. Don't open your eyes and don't open your mouth when you're spraying this, because you will be sad. Okay, ready? Here we go. And I think I did 7 sprays. And it's like it's a mist. It's a very nice little mist. And I got it all around, and I even got some on my chest, which I'm fine with too. That's okay. And then you just let it dry. And what it will do is it will mattify this makeup and make it stay on. So we're just gonna like we're gonna give it a little bit of extra help. I guess I could do that with like something professional like a fan, but I don't have one handy. But it's almost already dry. I can feel it. Yeah, and it feels very nice. And you know, they say take this in your purse with you and spray it on during the day. So I'm thinking that maybe, you know, as you're getting hotter and you know, things are happening, you can spray this on, and not only is it refreshing to you, but it will also help your makeup, which is a double bonus. Now, I am still shiny, but I'm less shiny than I was before, and I didn't use powder at all today because powder settling in these lines is not a good look. All right, so the only powder I'm using today is my brow powder from NYX. I did not bring my brow powder brush in here, so I'm just going to use my eyeshadow brush that I have cleaned. Remember how I talked about cleaning? And I'm using the darker color these days just because I want to. So I'm just going to put this on. We'll see how this goes because I really can't see. I'm using the camera as opposed to a close-in mirror, which is okay. That looks pretty good. And we'll do the other side. Now, theoretically, I should put some of that matte stuff, or excuse me, makeup setting spray on here too. I may or may not end up doing that. I'm thinking not at this point. Let's get some of this over here. So look, bada boom, bada bing, she has eyebrows. How nice. And like I said before, I've showed several techniques for putting on eyebrows, and my favorite technique is please only put it where their hair is. Do not, I've seen women start their eyebrows like right here, and I'm like, I don't have any hair there, for one, and for two, why are we being Frau Unibrow at this point in our lives? I do want to start it kind of like at the, you know, like right there with the corner of my eyelid, but I know I also have hairs over there, so that's an extra bonus. So let's see how I'm doing over here. I think I got it a little low over here. I don't really care if I have matching eyebrows. Some people, it's like it's a thing. I'm like, I don't think it's a thing really. I just don't want to look like I have one eyebrow going across though. So there we go. Now I have eyebrows. I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of like this. This is just kind of like getting the excess off, I suppose. I'm not wearing eyeliner today because I don't want to. And also, eyeliner, it doesn't matter if it's like crayon. If it's crayon, it's going to melt like big time. Even if I put powder on, it will still end up in those lines underneath my eyes. Not a cute look. Also, if I have liquid eyeliner, it just doesn't work out well for me, especially on the top lid because of my droopy eyelids. But also in Florida and the way my body is, which is always extremely warm, it just melts off. So I will typically only wear eyeliner on days when I'm going out to meet somebody for like lunch or whatever, or somebody important or whatever, or if I'm going to church, so I'll put some on later tonight. But just like day to day, I'm just going and doing my thing, not happening. So let's go ahead and put on my mascara. Now this is a new mascara. It's called Falsies by Maybelline, and it is supposed to like make your eyelashes look significantly longer. I got away from using my waterproof mascara that I love so much because I felt like it was damaging my hair follicles and we're going to lose eyelashes anyway as we get older. So I'm moving away from it. It's been a process. No, I'm just kidding. It's just mascara, for crying out loud. So let's go ahead and put this on. This is going to be a real neat trick because I don't think I can do it without my close-in mirror. Well, looky there. I sure can. Did you see that big one go over there? Let's try over here. Do a little squiggle move. Boop, boop. This is actually kind of good to do it this way because then I can kind of see the difference it's making as I'm putting it on from this distance. So it just makes your eyes pop a little bit. And for me, you know, I wear glasses, so my eyes are magnified anyway for my glasses. So I don't really have to put on like a whole heck of a lot to make them pop much. So you can see it does make them look a little bit more visible, I suppose. Now we're going to try the bottoms. And this is a neat trick. The concentration. The tension is palpable. Anyway, I think that's good enough for now. I mean, this is just running around makeup today, so I don't really have to look fancy schmancy. But there we are. There's my face. Now, I am still a little bit shinier than what I like, but, you know, that's okay. At least, you know, I look vibrant and young, or whatever. And then all that's left is to do my hair, which has been in this turbo twisty thing. It supposedly draws out the water, so you don't have to use your hair dryer as much. I have used it for a few days now, and I have found that to be true. And so, ding, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner on that one. So there's all the products that I have for you today. So please, please try this. I mean, if you don't try anything else, try this facial cleanser by Tony Moly. $13. This will last you forever. Smells amazing. Will take all this makeup off and make you feel squeaky clean and wonderful. So that is all for today. I'm going to go do my hair. I'm not going to run around town with a turban on. Woo, that'd be cute. Anyhow, three aspects of your life to work on. Your spirit, your body, and your mind. And if you work on those things every day, you'll be a much happier person. Just saying. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.